Hello, freshman parents, as well as new students and their families who have moved into our neighborhood. I welcome both groups to Panther Creek High School. I'm Dr. Decker, your proud principal of Panther Creek High School, and I want to personally welcome you to the Catamount family. The faculty and staff at Panther Creek High School is excited about the new school year and all that it will entail, and we look forward to working with each of you over the next several years. As you enter this school, we want you to know you're not walking this journey alone. We're here to assist you, but for students, it's now to push yourself academically, personally, and socially. We know that you can accomplish all your goals, and if it gets hard, we want you to know the staff and I will come right beside you and help you along the way. Class of 2024 and new students to our community, welcome home. Please enjoy the information in this presentation and have a wonderful day.
Hello, class of 2024, and welcome to our virtual freshman orientation. We will take this time to focus on some important information that all Panther Creek High School freshman students and families should know. While this may be a new way of being oriented to a school, we hope that you will find this both informative and engaging. Panther Creek High School has a dynamic administrative team led by our principal, Dr. Gregory Decker. Assistant principals and school counselors are assigned based on student last name. Mr. Jonathan Chang and Ms. Morgan Graves serve students with last names that begin with A through DA. Ms. Tanita McMillan and Mrs. Beverly Davis serve students with last names that begin with DE through JI. Mr. Drew Mabe and Mrs. Amy Graham serve students with last names that begin with JO through MO. Mr. Eric Rosen and Mr. James Gross serve students with the last names that begin with MU through SE. And Mrs. Crystal Locust and Ms. Pamela Savage serve students with last names that begin with SH through Z. Mrs. Daria Johnson serves as our Student Assistant Program Counselor, and Ms. Felicia Moore is our Dean of Students. Transitioning to high school can be intimidating, but in the 2020-2021 school year, this may be an understatement. We are all trying to find normalcy during the COVID-19 pandemic, but the way the class of 2024 will begin their high school journey is truly a first. In this time of uncertainty, know that it's okay to be nervous and ultimately everything will be fine. If you have what ifs about high school, that is completely fine as well. School faculty and staff are with you on this journey and are here to help you navigate through. While it will be a new social environment with new social constraints, we hope that you will find your niche and begin to form new friendships at PCHS. When we think of character traits that Panther Creek students embody, we look at traits often taught by Wake County Public School System and PCHS. To be PCHS means to be courageous. It means always using good judgment when making decisions and being a student of integrity. A PCHS student is a kind, respectful, self-disciplined, and responsible student. A catamount perseveres through difficult situations and keeps the end goal in mind. As a Panther Creek catamount, students are expected to demonstrate character and represent PCHS in all areas, including classrooms, hallways, at lunch, during school and extracurricular activities, in athletic competition, and even in cyberspace. It's important for students to know that they are not just a representation of themselves, but our school also. We will now take a look at the 2020-2021 school year and discuss some of the details of the freshman year. Panther Creek High School operates on the block schedule, which includes 2 semesters and 8 classes. Each semester is about 90 days in length, and classes are about 90 minutes each. In a block schedule, attending classes every day is extremely important due to the quick pace of the course. This year, first semester begins on August 17th and ends January 15th. Second semester begins January 20th and ends June 10th. Here is the first 10-day daily schedule based on the Wake County Public Schools Plan B transition plan. This schedule accounts for Wake County Public Schools beginning the 2020-2021 school year in remote learning. Please note during the first 10 days, classes will begin at 7:30 a.m. and end around or before 2:20 p.m. The lunch break will remain consistent from 10:30 a.m. through 11:30 a.m. each day. In week 1, students will receive live instruction during the specified times on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and will receive non-live instruction on Tuesday and Thursday. During week 2, students will receive live instruction during the specified times each day of the week. Beginning August 31st, Panther Creek and Panther Creek Virtual Academy students will follow this schedule for learning. While the start, end, and lunch times will remain the same, the live and non-live instruction times will change just a bit. Students and families should note that specific live instruction times for each period will be communicated by the teacher on their weekly schedule that will be shared prior to the start of each week. Live times may be increased by a teacher if needed for a specific lesson. On a block schedule, courses end with final exams. Final exams are always given during the last 5 days of each semester. Students will take exams for all 4 classes. Some exams will be teacher-made and others are state tests, such as the end-of-course test or work keys. Final exams are worth 20% of the course grade, with the 2 non-weeks counting for 40% each. It is important that families check final exam dates prior to booking vacations or doctor's appointments to avoid scheduling events during exam week. The typical ninth grade schedule will include a variety of core and elective courses. Core classes include courses in the following subject areas: English, history, math, science, and healthful living. Sample elective classes include courses in band, dance, chorus, theater, career technical education or CTE courses, and world language courses such as Spanish, French, and Latin. Here is a PowerSchool view of a sample ninth grade schedule. As you can see, the schedule consists of 2 semesters labeled S1 and S2. Within the semesters, you see 4 classes labeled period 1, 2, 3, and 4. Within the grid, you see the course name, teacher name, and classroom number. Ninth graders are scheduled for a total of 8 courses a year. High school students have the option to engage in 3 types of courses: academic, honors, and advanced placement or AP courses. Here you see a list of benefits for taking an honors or AP level course. Students that choose to enroll in these courses are choosing to engage in courses that encourage personal and academic growth. These courses are rigorous and challenge students to move beyond the basic level of understanding in a content area. Honors and AP level courses are highly regarded by college admission offices, and many students find that they help to improve SAT and ACT readiness. Specific to AP level courses is the potential to be exposed to college level work with high school support that eventually eases the transition for students entering the college university setting after graduation. AP students can also earn college credit while in high school by taking the AP exam at the end of the course and meeting the score requirements. And if you are looking for ways to have an impact on your high school grade point average or GPA, then honors and AP classes are where to start, as they provide the opportunity to earn weighted credit for the final course grade. You can see the quality points for each letter grade based on each course level below. Keep in mind that AP courses are available to students beginning in their sophomore year. In order to provide more clarity, please look at this sample GPA calculation. The transcript depiction on top represents a student enrolled in all academic level courses, earning grades of 2A's and 2B's. The bottom depiction shows a student enrolled in honors and AP level courses with an A, 2B's, and a C. Look closely at the column on the right. Then note that they have earned the same weighted GPA. This is due to the difference in the number of quality points a student receives for taking honors and AP level courses. Ninth grade students will establish their first high school GPA at the end of the first semester. If you find you have additional questions about your GPA at that time, please contact your school counselor. The Wake County Public School System is a BYOD or Bring Your Own Device school district. Students can bring personal devices to use during classroom instruction. Students learn the parameters for using their personal devices from their individual teachers. It is of the utmost importance that students and families remember that students are responsible for their devices while at school. This list of skills strongly support ninth grade success. Time management, the ability to use one's time effectively or productively, especially at school and work. Organization, the efficient and orderly approach to tasks. Study habits, the behaviors used when preparing for tests or learning academic material. Good study habits include finding a productive place to study, planning a set study time, eliminating any distractions, working out the priority for your assignments, and taking notes that you will find useful. Self-advocacy, the ability to articulate one's needs and make informed decisions about the supports necessary to meet those needs. And lastly, practicing the PCHS basic expectations, which include participating actively in learning, celebrating diversity, honoring the PCHS and WCPSS procedures and policies, and striving to be a person of character. We are a family at Panther Creek, so we seek to provide supports to our students in the following ways: through the PowerSchool student and parent portals, online tutorials, through our Teacher Canvas, web, and Google Classroom sites, the PCHS Media Center website, and through teachers, school counselors, and school administrators. Most of the information can be accessed through our school's webpage. Please take advantage of the wealth of information available by visiting www.wcpss.net/Panther Creek HS. Since we will begin the year through remote learning, we thought it important to share some helpful tips. It's important that students create a study plan and set goals. Students should treat school like a job where you have set times to report to work, take breaks, have lunch, and end the workday. Dedicate a quiet place to work and manage your time appropriately. Commit to working a set amount of time during the day to reach your daily and weekly goals. And remember that sometimes your allotted time may not be enough. You may have to work more hours to meet the expectations for certain courses. While in remote learning classes with live instruction, take notes. Choose a notebook where you can write down important points made by your teacher, or you can write down questions or concerns that may come up throughout the instruction or during independent work. Take short breaks often. Get up from your work area and walk around. This will help you stay alert and healthy. It's also important to get a good amount of rest and to stay positive. At any point during remote learning, you begin to feel down or overwhelmed, immediately reach out to your school counselor for support. Make it a point to communicate with your teachers often, especially if you are frustrated with the content or have questions about an assignment. Your teachers are here to help. During remote learning, it's important that students reach out for help as soon as possible and as often as needed. Email your teachers with course-specific questions or to ask to set up a Google Meet for one-on-one help. Parents, as your student begins his or her freshman year, these are some ways that you can provide support. Set goals with your child each quarter and/or semester and make a plan to have frequent check-ins. During this time, you can talk with your child about class assignments and projects. It's also important to help your child designate a regular time and place to complete schoolwork and to seek to communicate regularly with teachers in order to monitor your child's academic progress. Lastly, provide daily encouragement. High school can be hard, so it's important that students regularly feel supported and encouraged. Celebrate with your student for all the victories he or she experiences as a high school student. One way parents can stay informed of your student's academic progress is by using the PowerSchool Parent Portal. PowerSchool is our student data management system, and it houses all information for student courses such as student schedules, grades, missing assignments, attendance, and fines. Please note that if you had a PowerSchool Parent Portal account for your student in middle school, the account will roll over, so there is no need to sign up again. If you are new to Wake County or never had an account, you can activate your account by contacting Student Services. During this time of transition, families can listen with an understanding ear. Provide space and time for your student to express his or her feelings, whether frustrations or celebrations, during this time. Ask probing questions in order to gain a greater understanding of what students are experiencing. During our time working with freshmen, some have shared specific concerns they have brought into their freshman year. These include understanding the requirements of new teachers and courses, learning the expectations of a new school, making new friends in a new and now online setting, peer acceptance or fitting in. Throughout this year, we will work to provide guidance to our students in these and many other areas. Even though you are just starting high school, it's never too early to begin thinking about and preparing for life beyond high school. As a ninth grader, it's important to start strong and stay focused. You should focus on making good grades and discovering your true academic and extracurricular interests. Take time to explore different careers and take career interest inventory tests through cfnc.org. As a 10th grader, continue to focus on your grades, register to take the pre-ACT and PSAT tests, and lastly, get to know your school counselor. This will be an important relationship as you begin exploring post-secondary options. As a high school junior and senior, post-graduation talks become more frequent and more specific. Students will begin narrowing down options for after high school. Some things to consider are visiting colleges and universities of interest, talking to the admissions counselors at those schools to learn more about admissions requirements, attending college fairs, etc., and doing research on the types of post-secondary education options available, like four-year colleges or universities, two-year colleges, community colleges, trade schools, and the military. Students will need to really consider dates to take the SAT and/or ACT test, as well as the ASVAB test if interested in the military. As stated in the previous slide, continuously focusing on grades and staying involved and connected to Panther Creek are a must. PCHS Student Services is a great place to learn more about this information. We've talked a lot throughout the presentation about Panther Creek Student Services. This important part of our school provides many opportunities for our students and families, including a continuum of support services that positively impact the personal, social, academic, and career development of our students. Student Services provides resources such as individual and small group counseling, consultations, and referrals to community agencies. Students can email school counselors to set up appointments to receive support for academic and personal social concerns. All emails must come from the student's Wake County Public Schools student account. Parents are also encouraged to contact their student's school counselor directly via email with questions. Questions about a specific class should be directed to the teacher first. We would like to take the time to thank you for spending this time with us getting to know more about Panther Creek High School, a school of passion, purpose, and pride. We look forward to working with all families to make this a great school year. Once again, welcome class of 2024 to Panther Creek High School, the home of the Mighty Catamount.